Hello, and thank you so much for joining me today. I just finished my dance class for the day, and my yoga mat's behind me, and that is of importance because of today's video. I am so excited to share in this video how yoga and a raw vegan, plant food lifestyle make the best bedfellows. If you're new to this channel, my name is Tumi. Welcome. I'm a medical doctor. I am a dancer and a poet, and I've been practicing yoga since I was 13 years old. And I'm so excited to be presenting at the upcoming Raw Food Yoga Retreat, which is an online retreat. I'll tell you more about that a little bit later if you haven't heard about it yet. But it got me thinking, presenting at this online festival that I'm super excited about, the title of the retreat and the idea of pairing raw food with yoga. And it's something that just comes so easily to me because I have been now almost 10 years being raw vegan and going on 30 years practicing yoga daily. I almost take it for granted in a way, but I don't want to. And I want to share with any of you who might resonate or be interested in how the two of them pair so beautifully with each other, yoga and raw plant food living, in a way that support each other so well, and more importantly, support, I believe, a peaceful, healthy, vibrantly healthy, and joyful existence. So there are three ways that come to me immediately. There are so many ways I could list, but I want to share three today. The first one is yoga means, a translation of yoga is union, the idea of connectivity, of connection. And wow, I have felt such a deepening of connection with myself, with other beings, other earthlings, humans, animals, all beings, Mama Earth, the divine, through my raw vegan journey. I've spoken about this in other videos, especially the one around spirituality, which you can check out. But there's something about eating food in its unaltered, as Mama Nature made it, sun-ripened, as Dr. Rislatham calls it, state, that I believe just wakens up the aliveness in us, nurtures the aliveness in us, and helps us understand our connection with all, that we're all yoked, as yoga means, yoked. So I believe that every time I show up for the mat, which is every single day in yoga, it actually helps to nurture my raw food lifestyle and helps it be even more easeful than it already is now after 10 years, around 10 years. So connection, they both speak to, they both address the truth of our connection. The second way I believe they make beautiful bedfellows is that yoga demands presence. As I share with people, so I did a yoga teacher training with Yoga Works back in 2012. And so I definitely incorporate teaching of yoga with my patients and my clients when I present and perform at festivals. Yoga is part of what I do when I create performances. Yoga is the first few minutes, 15 to 20 minutes of my dance class. And I think that's actually a big part of why I've been injury-free as a dancer for so long. Yoga demands presence. Every time I show up for my mat, as I speak to people I teach, if you're not breathing, it's not yoga. I might be doing tree pose or triangle pose or Garudasana, eagle pose. If I'm not breathing, it's not yoga. Breath is a vital part, circling in that inhale and exhale, syncing my breath to my movement is a vital part of yoga. As in my raw food journey, I have found that living this way, eating a living foods diet, demands presence and nurtures presence. If I am distracted, especially in the early days, if I am distracted, I am not nurturing being in the here and now. It was very easy in those early days to start looking at other foods that weren't aligned to me. But the more I nurtured presence through mindfulness practices like yoga, like meditation, the easier I found my raw food journey to be. I want to take a moment here before I get to the third way that raw food and yoga make beautiful bedfellows by speaking about the raw food yoga retreat. It's coming up. It's on the March 20th through 21st if you're seeing this video in real time. I'm so delighted to be presenting two presentations. Because it's me, if you know me well, I will be injecting breath work and my dance performance into the holistic health presentations I'm giving. I'm giving one on raw food and immune health, and I'm giving one on raw food and how to use raw food and to support a joyful pregnancy, a healthy birthing experience, and an easeful, joyful breastfeeding journey. I will be presenting on Saturday and Sunday, March 20th and 21st. It's online. There are a plethora of incredible speakers and presenters who have a lot of experience in raw food living and or yoga. So there are going to be yoga workshops, there are going to be recipe workshops, and there'll be lectures around raw food. I strongly invite you to join if either of these things, yoga and or raw food, speaks to you. You can be new in the path. You may not even have yoga experience or raw food experience, but if you're interested, I invite you to do this because I can speak from experience that community has been vital for me in up-leveling in my health journey on all fronts. Community is how I found my beloved, was attending a real-life retreat in Thailand. Retreats are such a beautiful way of connecting and really digging deep and moving to our next level, which we all can and which blesses, I believe, every area of our life. Even if you can't attend March 20th and 21st, the content will still be available to you after the 20th and 21st, but you have to sign up before then. So I have a link, a huge discount link in the description box down below. Please check it out. Check out the schedule, check out the presenters, and come join if that feels exciting for you. It is the equinox. We will be doing this retreat on the equinox, which is such a potent time in nature. It's a potent threshold to a new season. And I think moving forward into a new season, feeling more empowered, more inspired, is a gorgeous way to move through life and can inject more vigor and meaning into your path. So come join us if it resonates with you. And the third way that I believe, I'm just checking my notes, yoga and raw food make beautiful bedfellows is that both ask you to persist, to show up. So yoga is all about showing up on your mat. And daily, I have shown up on my mat daily for 30-something years now. Sometimes that showing up on the mat looked like lying in Shavasana in corpse pose for 30 minutes and just breathing. Sometimes it was me getting down in Malasana in squat, a deep squat for 15 minutes and just breathing. This was when I was birthing my sweet child, Sky. Show up on your mat every single day. Breathe through it. Persist. Consistency. That is what yoga is so about. And I believe the raw food journey is also about that. It's about progress and not perfection. It's about releasing the self-judging mind and making a practice daily of choosing foods that are aligned with your greatest joy and your greatest health, which for me personally has been living plant foods, which hold the frequency and the wisdom of optimal health, optimal peace, and connectivity. So, yeah, It's deep stuff. And if you find that you struggle with persisting on a raw diet, I have a webinar called The 5 Tips for Success on a Raw Vegan Diet. I've been doing it now for almost 10 years this summer, and it continues to be a joy. But I've learned a lot of things along the way. So if you're interested in that webinar, check the description box below. And again, I invite you to come be in community, come learn from people who've been doing this for a long time. Some shorter than others, but some a really long time, at the Raw Food Yoga Retreat. I will leave a link to that, again, with my discount code. And I just wish you a beautiful equinox, a beautiful crossing into this threshold of a new season. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with anyone you think might benefit. And I send you so much love wherever in the world you might be. Namaste. And take care.